Oh, dude! It's so good when the thunder happens.
Turn the lights off.
Wow, we are rolling.
All right, let's build a modular synth setup. We're
Woohoo.
here with Andrew Huang. We'll be working with here. For people that don't know, what is a modular synth?
Right, a modular synthesizer is a synthesizer that, every part of it might be a separate module. The fun thing that it allows you to do is just make a synth that nobody else has.
A lot of it is about like making a machine that kind of makes music on its own. Like, is that the right way?
That's one of the things that people like to do with it, generatively produce music, which is really fun. But if you wanted, you could hook a keyboard up to it and just play it. We did the videos where we ran your guitar through a big setup.
It's right here, right? That thing. We did a video all about just what a modular synth is on my channel.
Yeah.
And if you want to go into a deep dive about modular synth, like your channel is the place to go.
I got a couple big videos for that.
Yeah, a ton. But yeah, we're going to be building a modular synth setup to what I want to get out of a modular synth, which is I want to be able to just make ambient patches.
Yes.
I want to be able to tweak like right before going to bed, put it on, and then just have that.
It's so relaxing to make that kind of stuff in this particular way. We've got a case here. This is called the Lightstorm case, which is cool because if I turn it on here, it's got LEDs built in, and then the sides are frosted. So once the modules are in here, you don't see these LEDs, but light comes out.
So there's already one kind of module here, but this just controls the lights.
Yeah, that's not going to do anything for sound, although you can use any of the signals to control the lights. So that is why there's already that one module in here. There's a second one. This is just an output, so you can plug in your speakers and your headphones.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I kind of like the chiller ones where they just...
Yeah. I love that you can change, like a snare drum could trigger like the lights to do something.
What kind of things would you want to be able to tweak?
I often go to sleep with just brown noise on. It just helps me sleep. The first thing that I would want to do is just a module that creates noise and then be able to control the parameters of that so that it slowly moves over time. This is just all about relaxing, yeah.
That makes me think of a few modules that we'll want. So I'm gonna grab a few of those. We're basically treating my setup like a little library today. We're gonna pull a few things out now and then build up Rob's setup.
Something about Andrew's studio is there's just modules everywhere. Okay, so what do we have?
A quantum rainbow. It gives you a bunch of different noise sources. White, pink, red, gray, blue, purple, quanta. It doesn't have brown noise, but they're definitely very similar ones.
Yeah, we could make brown noise with this. So you just combine all the colors and then
I
you get brown
can't remember
noise.
which one brown is. Plug in the noise module. All right, you want to screw that one in?
To me, modular synths are just like a guitar pedal board, but somehow even nerdier.
Yeah, so much nerdier. So the next module we have Moonface from Patching Panda, and this is a stereo filter. You can use it to change the frequency content of your audio that you pass through it, turn down the treble, turn down the bass, shape that noise. And then I think you probably want a reverb.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. I love reverb.
Yeah.
If this was just nothing but reverb modules that I could plug my guitar into, I would still love it.
Oh yeah. Next we got this Fxaid Xl from Happy Nerding that has a whole bunch of different reverbs, delays, all that kind of stuff. I'm picking modules obviously because of their function, but also in part for like space. So just to leave us some more room, I'm starting with some smaller ones.
So we have a noise generator, a filter for that noise generator, and then effects. Already, we could make some pretty relaxing sounds.
It'll be limited. It'll be like ocean wave type, or maybe even like a little bit of rain.
What we could do with the mixer, one of them could just be rain, and we could have it only come in every now and then. Let's do it. Let's start now. There's already so much to do here.
White noise through here. We have it.
So far, signal change is really easy. This is making noise, and then we're just bringing it out of the instrument here.
Yes.
Can we go through the different noises?
Oh yeah.
We got white noise, pink noise. Ooh.
Yeah, you can hear there's a lot more low in that one.
Yeah.
I think red will be even darker.
Ooh, that's an airplane, but in a relaxing way.
I was gonna say beach, but
yeah.
Gray seems brighter again. Blue has like no low end, I think.
Nope.
And purple's even higher.
Nope.
This is the like scratchy one.
I think quanta could be used for like rain, or if you wanted to sound like an old record.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, I think pink or red.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe
especially red.
Pink though, there's a little more to work with, and then we can always roll it off and get really close. All right, so let's go through the filter now. Plug that into this out here.
Okay.
We'll do this in stereo, so left out and the right out, and you want to plug one of the noise sources into this. Cool. So now adjust the filter. You can hear like how the frequency content is changing. Depending on this middle button setting, it's like different filters on both the left and right channel. Like you'd be hearing like more of some frequencies in the left versus the right. There's resonance here. Resonance means there's like a peak at the filter cutoff point. So if we turn that down, it's more of a gentle slope.
I imagine this being really, really slow changes that you don't even really notice, but because you're listening to it over such a long period of time, it just gives it a little bit of movement. If we can get this thing to sound like a beach, where it occasionally rains.
If we just had this come in and out slowly, you could kind of get waves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plug this through the effects before we go to the output.
We'll try to have the signal chain be as...
I think the thing we need though is for this to have movement to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a delay. Reverb is what we want.
Yeah.
Oh.
I see this already being a really relaxing video.
It's like wind more than waves now.
Well, what if in the mixer we have like wind, waves, rain? That's what we're doing. Creating a beach with a modular synth.
Whoa. I'm gonna turn this off now so we can put in a couple more modules.
Yeah, okay.
The next thing I grabbed was good old mats. You've seen mats before.
Yeah, this is essentially invisible hands.
The best way to think of it is like invisible hands. This is what modular people say. So let's say you have a synth and you're making it go like wow, 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 wow. And you want that wow, wow to happen. Instead of you having to turn the filter knob, wow, wow, you can just get a wave that goes up and down at that speed, and then plug that into the filter, and then it's wowing on its own.
This just turns the knobs. This is a pretty popular one too.
I think it is the most popular module by...
Oh, is it?
We'll pop this back on again. Let's plug it into span here.
What does span do?
Span is like setting the distance between the left and right channels filters.
Oh, okay.
Choose our filters. This one seems like one where we can get down to almost nothing, and now we can set what this modulation will be. So if we want to have a real slow kind of wind. So this is just, you know, a wave that's going up and it's going back down, and these knobs control the speed of the rise and the fall. So it's like instantly going up and then coming down, or the opposite, going up and cutting right off. But what we want is a slow and smooth rise and fall. This is the speed of the rise and this is the speed of the fall.
I think I'm just going as slow as possible with both.
Yeah, I think if you go this way, then it's as slow as possible for the whole module. It might be like several minutes to do a complete wave.
Are we making a wave or wind?
This sounds more like wind to me.
This does sound more like wind to me too. Oh, and I guess we could use the other noises as well for different...
Yeah.
This is already pretty relaxing sound to me.
Yeah, this is pretty slow. Maybe go a bit out. What's next then?
Change that to the brightness.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Could you turn all the lights off?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm relaxed.
Yeah. I'm already loving it. It sounds to me like distant waves. Not even the beach, but like a cliff next to the ocean, pretty far away.
I feel like you would appreciate some notes.
Let's add notes. These are boats on the beach with loud stereo systems.
It does just make you sleepy.
It does.
Can I try something out to get more beachy? Oh, man.
Oh.
Killed the vibe.
Kind of hurts.
Final module I grabbed is 4 voltage-controlled amplifiers.
So essentially a mixer.
Essentially a mixer. I want to take another of the noise channels, add it to here, but have it come up in volume along with the wind wave sound rising in frequency. I'm just picturing like getting some of that texture of when the waves actually hit. Just to build the sound on its own, we'll remove the pink noise. I'm gonna put the quanta noise into the right channel. And before we go to the reverb, we're gonna go to this little mixer. Out of the mixer to the reverb for now. And my thought is, if this comes in at the same rate as the wind was going up.
Yeah, this sounds like waves crashing on rocks. Cool, let's give it a try.
So I'd like mult this signal out again to control
so
the level.
This is already, you know, this many.
Yeah. That's just that sound. Bring the waves back in.
It is very TV staticky though. Maybe we just use white noise instead? What would that be like?
When you think about it, waves crashing on the beach is a very complex sound.
Yeah.
It's like tons of little droplets all stacking up.
So I think white noise is probably the way to go with that.
Yeah.
And we should probably get some notes in here. Ooh, if we could make the notes sound like a horn on a boat.
Oh, what?
Like, wong.
Ooh, that's a challenge. Let's try it out.
You know, as much as I didn't like blue and purple, maybe those are the wave crashing because it doesn't interact with the lower frequencies. Because white is everything. See the blue or purple? Yeah, purple.
I actually want to go through and find a real reverb because we've been on a delay.
Ooh, that's a storm coming.
Is that reverb or delay?
That's
Yeah,
reverb.
that's reverb.
Yeah.
All right. Not the very extreme settings. It's just.
That's wind. That is so cool.
Whoa, that's very windy.
Yeah, there's a storm.
It's way windier, but we're also closer to it.
Yeah, we're getting closer to the beach, but the weather's getting worse.
We might have got too heavy on the rain. Oh God. Now back to the rain. Ah.
I'm soaking wet. So instead of having the pink noise, which I liked more on its own, and then the white noise, which are like combining a lot of frequencies, I'm now going all the way red. So low is just low, and then purple, high is just high.
All right, do you want to try this horn next?
Yeah, let's get a boat in there. Just a wong, like slow envelope note, and then a lot of reverb, I guess, because it's far away. So what are we plugging in now?
Another 2-channel filter.
This is a filter just like this one.
They have slightly different features, but the basic filter functions are all there.
What is Pamela's workout?
Pamela's new workout is...
Pamela's new workout. Sorry, Pamela.
It's like a very, again, multi-function module, but it can give us different kinds of modulation, envelopes, trigger signals. So what I was thinking with this is I would use it for the horn because we want it to be not super regular. Let's say you had something going every 16th note. You can be like, skip 99% of the 16th notes, and then you'll just have like every once in a while a random trigger. I was thinking like, well, we want a very occasional horn, but we don't want it to be predictable. So I'm thinking that's what we'll use that for. And then this new Timbrel Oscillator is just like an oscillator with a really nice tone to it. I think we can shape it into a horn type of sound.
So here's our boat.
Yeah, basically that's the boat.
Now we'll just turn off the rain and the waves. Yeah, let's turn those totally off. Just focus on getting a horn.
Just the horn. Maybe we'll take the, I want to say a pulse output is the most horn-like. Show the raw sound.
Yeah, let's...
Gotta turn the...
Yeah,
okay.
That's a party
Turn the
boat.
reverb down.
That's a jet ski. Whoa.
There's a few different wave shapes. That's pulse. That's saw.
Yeah.
Triangle, very gentle. Sine is the purest of them all.
Yeah.
I think pulse or saw is very bright, and once we start filtering that, I think that's where we'll get into horn territory.
You know what? When I first heard saw, I was like, that's not it. But maybe if you were on the boat, that's closer to what it would sound like than this.
Yeah.
And then we just have to filter it to make it sound very far away. Also the note, oh, is this a frequency?
Yeah.
Going into outer space. Well, I guess I'm terrible at pitch perception. Like if I imagine a horn, it's wong. You put it in.
Yeah.
Wong.
Pretty much that.
Yeah, okay. Is this the port, the boat that is at? Do we think we have the horn?
I'm gonna filter it to get it closer. You know, if we filter down a good amount of that high end, I think that's fairly close to a horn.
Yeah, I think so too.
The thing that we really want
is the envelope to turn it on and off.
So if we get just a touch of reverb.
It's going down.
Oh, now we're
in the caves.
That's nicer. Okay, the envelope we want for the horn definitely has a stronger attack and a longer decay, but it's not an immediate attack.
No, it's like
on. There's a gradual, yeah. So I think we need a little bit of a rise to this envelope and then a good, even more fall.
But it needs to rise up, stay, and then fall. Can you do that? Fall. That kind of sounds like a. You know what? The fall in this kind of sounds like reverb. When you're far away, it's going to be reverberating off the nearby mountains. There's always that sounds like a boat to me.
It's pretty horny.
Yeah, it's pretty. It is.
I think we've gotten decently close there. What I'm going to do now, though, is going to turn
like
off the cycling, and then we're going to trigger it from Pamela's new workout where I can set up any of these 8 channels to do a certain rhythm. So once I press start, like they're going with whatever I had them last set to. And if I long press on this, we can choose the skip amount, random skipping. As you watch this LED above the 4, you can see how often the horn would go.
And we want it like
slow
every
right down.
minute.
Right. Yeah. It's gonna go every once in a while. Maybe we'll bring in the wind again. I'm gonna slow it even further because we would never want 2 horns to be that close together.
I think the purple's a little high.
Right. Wait. Is that this one?
Yeah. Here's the waves. Here's the crashing against the. It's a windy day. The weather's not very good. Purple sounds like rain to me now.
Oh wait. Every time we. No, because this is being triggered for the horn. I do feel like we want slightly more. Slightly more of a rise. Wah.
Yeah, and the volume needs to be a little lower of the horn.
Yeah.
Because it's far away. And I kind of want to hear a little bit of an octave above the horn too. Like an actual horn would have overtones to it. And I think if we have just like an octave above or maybe a fifth above, really low in the mix, that would make it sound more real.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We would need a whole other oscillator to do that, which we can do.
And I'm
gonna plug in our second oscillator. This is a little guy called MCO, but it'll have a good tone, I think, for what we're trying to do.
This is the higher frequencies of the physical huge horn on this far away boat. We turn off the pulse and we just have the.
So
cool.
We're gonna turn both of them on. A little less reverb while we're dialing this in. So we probably want a fifth. Or...
That's the beginning of a movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't sound like a boat, but I really like it.
Could be an octave.
The octave sounds more like a horn to me.
We could filter this one too.
I think what we had there is the right call.
This was the horn we had before the overtone.
Without.
Definitely helps.
Yeah.
Now if we turn them both down and get the trigger going again.
Yeah, it just needs more reverb and to be way lower in the mix. What reverb would a sound have if it's far away and it's only bouncing off water?
Not a lot.
It's not a reverb you normally use.
We can see what a different reverb sounds like. That feels more natural to me.
Yeah, yep. So is this filtering?
That's filtering this, the overtone.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It felt like it was doing too much.
I guess I originally thought we would use the same reverb for everything, but the boat is further away than the waves.
The boat's further away.
So the reverb would be different.
I'm wondering if there should be no reverb on the wind.
Because it's coming right into your ears,
right? If it's like
right?
right at us. I guess it depends how far we want it to be.
Yeah. I think let's get rid of the reverb on the wind for now.
We're just gonna add in another mixer. This is Veils from Mutable Instruments. The reason we're doing this is because we wanna mix our horn in one mixer and that mixer will go to the reverb and the rest will either go to another reverb that we'll add or will not go to reverb at all.
We're running out of space here. I can definitely see how you can end up at that with this, you know?
Adding more and more possibilities. Reverb also goes to this new mixer. Did I do it?
It's a better mix. So pretty much everything is coming from the red. It's really raining.
It feels like it's coming through a bunch of leaves.
Yeah. Quick, Andrew, grab the anchor.
I want to suggest one more thing we could try, but it's going to be a real challenge. I'm not sure if we can pull it off.
Okay.
I feel like it would be fun and it'll be difficult, but we could try adding thunder.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah? I think we got to at least try.
Yeah.
I picked out 3 modules. We're still going to use some noise out of here. I think I'm going to use pink or gray, one of the darker ones. I've got the Fxaid Burst.
If we can see the back too, there's just a lot going on there.
It's a whole sandwich. This is a burst generator, which basically means it spits out a whole bunch of quick triggers in a row, which sounds like a super specific thing, but it's actually really handy in a lot of cases. Got this little guy, 4R, a trigger here, an option for a second one, but you don't have to have that, and then 4 random voltages every time those triggers happen.
So anytime you just pump a signal into this,
Just like
it
an
gives
on
you
or
a
off,
random...
yeah. Just gives you 4 random signals.
A blast of signal or just...
It'll
then
just
it
change
stays
all
on?
4 of them to 4 random values and hold them until the next time you get a trigger. So my thought is I'm going to use these 2 together. We're going to trigger it off Pam's again. I'm going to use probably not even all 4 of the random signals, but just to change these bursts. So sometimes it'll be like a bunch of bursts. Sometimes it'll be slower. There might be like 3 bursts or 8 bursts. So
create the thunder.
yeah, the rhythm of the thunder is going to come out of these 2 modules. And then we've got, this is a very coveted module, I guess, the Rabid Elephant Natural Gate. It's just a really good sounding low pass gate.
What is
it's
a
like
low-pass
an
gate?
envelope as well as a filter. It controls both volume and tone at the same time, which is like how real world sounds happen. Like if you pluck a guitar string, the brightest and loudest part is the beginning of the sound, and both the volume and the tone mellow out over time.
So this kind of creates like a pluck. Or well, it creates a natural gate.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
The thing that makes it special is like, say you're plucking a guitar string. If you pluck it a bunch of times in a row, it's got like a buildup of energy, right? It's not like starting from a completely still string each time. The way they've designed it, it takes that into account. So if you send a bunch of quick triggers, it kind of like builds a bit over time, as opposed to in a lot of situations on modular, you get the exact same envelope every single time it's triggered, which is a very electronic type of sound, which sometimes you want. Here, I think we're gonna get better results.
That is really cool.
We're just gonna use more noise out of here with these to try and get the thunder. Rabid cable is just a tight fit.
This really shows just how complicated not only just a synth instrument is, but also just natural sounds. There's just a lot to them.
Oh, totally,
when you're building them from scratch. I mean, those types of nuances aren't something you really think about.
All right, I'm gonna fire this up again. All right, so I'm doing a similar thing here where I'm setting up a very infrequent, semi-random timed gate to trigger the bursts.
Well, shouldn't we turn off the wind and stuff to just focus on the burst? Just the signal chain for the thunder is Pamela is hitting the burst, which is then going into the natural gate, which gives it an envelope and a pitch that is natural.
So I'm gonna use red for the thunder and see how that sounds.
Yeah, red is the lowest.
Go in here. I guess I'll have it trigger pretty often. We can see what it
just so we
is
can
like. Okay, it's really tight. We want longer.
And that randomizes how many. Can you change the tempo of that? Because thunder isn't bum, 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 bum,
no,
bum.
it's like... Like, that's getting kind of lightning-y.
Ooh, that sounds like a thunderstorm. Maybe we have another module just on the first burst that gives you like a snare sound?
Yeah, like a crack.
Yeah.
Right? Try the thunder through the filter, right through the reverb as well.
Yeah, I want like a carol right at the beginning of it.
Okay, every time this triggers, the same trigger could also like ramp that filter up. Yeah, this is already doing a real quick control to cut off.
Yeah.
Or is it really low and it's like very distant thunder?
Yeah, I think it should be really low. We need another module to get just a crack of the lightning. Right before the thunder. So that same burst would get just a...
Oh, I wonder if we could even do it with what we already have. Just white noise into the other channel of the natural gate. The same trigger just triggers one envelope.
The trigger of the thunder could trigger a change in the lights.
Yeah, oh, that's the way to do it. Mix these two, the lightning and the thunder. Both of those are mixed before going to the reverb.
This sounds like thunder to me, but what is the lightning crack? If the storm is so far away, you don't hear the lightning crack.
It's true. Can I just get a lightning sound effect?
Oh wow, there's
so
so much
lot
delay.
in there.
We need another delay. We need white noise that envelopes down, so it's like a and then we need a lot of delay. Those other bursts will be from the delay.
Okay, that could be the crack,
yeah.
right? We'll still have the bursts.
Yeah.
That's kind of it, and then just that part goes to a delay.
I think you can still turn this one to the right.
Oh, yeah, good call.
That to me sounds more like thunder. Fast up front and then slows down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me grab a... What size of delay can we even fit here? I got it. I'm gonna turn this off to plug this in now. This is a small delay.
From listening to that, there's like pretty long delay.
Let's see how we... see.
Yep. Even longer delay. And the delay is just affecting the thunder, not the crack.
No, it's doing both. That's the crack there.
I don't think the crack should be in the delay.
The thunder goes to the... thunder goes to the delay. The crack does not. Both still go into the reverb.
Ooh.
That's the best yet.
Yeah.
Leave more space between them.
Let's put no space between them just for fun.
It's an electrical storm.
It's a thunderstorm within a power grid that's failing.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Ooh, and if we could modulate if the lightning was a different volume every time as well.
Yeah. We haven't used this yet. That's perfect for this because then we can get a random voltage.
Yeah. Yeah, like sometimes where it's really loud.
That's a good call.
Could we randomize this a bit more too, so sometimes there's less?
Yeah.
Or...
Another random voltage, very much scaled back with maths. What should we affect? Like the number of bursts?
Yeah, and the speed. We could have it affect both.
Yeah, I'm gonna do both.
Oh, that one was far away but loud.
Whoa. Everything other than the foghorn was coming from this noise module.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty wild.
Really getting a lot out of the quantum rainbow too. They wanted to sponsor one of your videos. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Should we mix
really
it in
happy
with the
that.
rest?
Here's our boat.
The boat.
Here's our wind. Here's our rain that comes in here and there. Purple.
Oh, I'm out of space for the horn.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. If I take this out, it's gonna get mixed in. Part of it got out of tune. The thunder's so good.
Yeah.
The pink needs to come down a little. I want to tune that boat though. I think we lost.
I'll get rid of the storm.
Yeah. Should it go lower? Like just to try. That feels more foghorny to me, I think.
Okay, bringing back in the storm. Get on your coat. If we could modulate the delay time, because all the thunder is going to be happening at different places.
Yeah, let's try
let's
it.
modulate
Let's
the
throw
delay time.
random into the delay time.
The purple is it's kind of annoying.
Hard to dial it in because it's coming in and out, but we could just lose it though. I don't know if it's adding enough.
Yeah, is it
The
adding that
storm
much?
is pretty cool without it, right?
Yeah. Oh, blue maybe is better. Blue is like the extra rain.
Maybe.
Purple is...
It's too high.
We'll go with here. This is what it would
That's
sound
so
like
much
in real
more
life.
rainy. Pretty epic storm.
Yeah.
We could patch up the light.
Yeah, let's patch up the lights.
Oh, dude! It's so good when the thunder happens.
Turn the lights off. Whoa!
That feels so stormy. Nothing about the sound changed once we started doing the lights, but the lights convinced you so much more of the storm sound. It's interesting how they like work together like that.
Where's that boat? Where's David Bodie? I've just decided that the boat's name is David Bodie. Did we do it?
I think we did.
Did we do it? Is that it? All right, so there it is. We went in a completely different direction than I thought
I thought we were gonna do like music and have little like
Yeah, this
melodies playing. It's like
this
the
had nothing to do with music at all.
That was really fun though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like figuring out all those details. Considering how full it sounds, I'm kind of impressed that we did it in this amount of modules.
Yeah. If you were gonna have it on for a long time, you would like have all the modulation happen slower. Very rarely hear thunder, very rarely hear the bow.
Totally.
The fluctuations in the storm would be rain and not rain, but that's the video. So if you'd like to subscribe, I'm sure this isn't the last time we do something fun and musical on this channel. And if you want to dive into more modular synth stuff,
come over to my channel, check it out, have a lot of fun with all kinds of music stuff.
Yeah, totally. All right, we'll see you soon.